What's up, dudes? How's it going today? dakblake here. Today, we're gonna see if we can actually save Harvey. That's right, today is gonna be kind of like a test experience. We're gonna be going through the files. We're gonna be discovering things. I wanna break things down. I wanna see if we can save them. I don't even know if it's possible. So today, we're gonna kind of do that together. I wanna discover if it's possible today with you. And look at this face. Look at him. Come on. We need to help him. Look at him, he's like, help me. Please. So, in the last episode, we played through the full game. We actually got every single ending, I think. So, we're gonna be looking at this in more detail in a little bit, but we saw every single picture. In fact, the one thing that everybody talks about is whether there's an emu in the game files. Where does this show up? You see, is it this bird here that is holding all the secrets? Are you holding all the secrets?
No. Are you hiding the secrets? Are you?
The developer said, now that Harvey's story is over, aren't I forgetting something? Right, I shouldn't have forgotten, and neither should you. Don't forget. What does that mean? He also posted a picture of this emu again. What does it mean? I don't know. And then people replied with this. What is even going on right now? What are we even trying to discover? So today is gonna be kind of like a detective video in that sense. We're trying to discover stuff. I actually did a lot of research on how to try to like mod the game files, and I think I might have found something, but we'll have to see together. What's weird is now that I'm just thinking though, that he says don't forget. Does that mean anything to do with the reset? Also, is this picture here? Hold on. In every single reset, he loses his memory, things go back, but he's pushing through. He is fighting to retain his humanity, and he is like essentially remembering. And by remembering, he breaks the game. He, it is basically trying to reset him and make him forget every single day. And she's doing this for an evil purpose. She doesn't care about him. She just wants money. She's only sad that she gets caught. So first of all, let's go and try to solve the Save Harvey game again. And I'm gonna kind of prove it to you that it's impossible. Also, we've seen tweets from the developer saying like, it's impossible. All right, here I am in game. Harvey looks so sad. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to do any of this. Look, wanna play a game? Look, heavy lifting. Yeah, you can. Look at you. You look strong. Honestly, for a man with only one eye, you say I a lot. All right, so we're doing the Saving Harvey again, just to kind of prove that it's not possible, but this would be the one thing that would save Harvey, right? So we would have to go around and just try to solve this. The developer said it was a pure endurance game, just how long you can survive. And honestly, I got pretty good at it because I think I attempted it for over an hour, and I got to the point where it was just like, oh gosh, see, it does little tricks to you where I think you have to, gosh, it's so hard to talk and do this at the same time, but you can get to the end, so many things will spawn, and then you just kind of go like this over and over again, where you just kind of sit around here, and then you poke them. So right now I'm kind of resetting everything. Oh, that one juked me out. But then we go like this, take out those. Imagine if the actual idea of this was if you survived and saved Harvey for over an hour in this game, that he would be, I guess, saved from the simulation. That would be wild, but that would be crazy. All right, we're getting to the point where it's almost impossible to get everything because it's spawning in a little bit too much. I think there was even a patch to the game to like stop it from summoning so many eyes to give people the impression that it was even possible, but it's not. And it's kind of sad to think that Harvey is just, okay, look right here. I can do this. Go like this, I go up, I go this way. Okay, he saved it a little bit. I'm telling you, I put in a genuine effort into this. I really wanted to save him. Okay, so this is where, yeah, okay, right there. You can see there was just like 3 coming in. I had to pick a side. You can't win. So I tried to learn how to make this game and try to reverse engineer it so that I can mod it myself. And I have my buddy Outwit who's trying to figure it out as well, but I wanted to look at the game files and this is what I figured out. So I downloaded RPG Maker MV, which is what this game was made in, and I loaded in the files, and here they are. So I was able to see that here on the bottom, we have the whole game of Human Expenditure Program. We have an intro, a day 1, a day 1 ending, a day 2, a day 2 ending, all the way down to day 7, and there is nothing after that. Literally in the game files, it'll just end and play its game code. And so I don't know a lot about this. I'm not like an expert in this RPG Maker, But look right here. There's the games. We got Whack-A-Harvey. We got Memory Match, which kind of looks broken here. Batting cages, heavy lifting, which also looks broken. And then Save Harvey. I can try to zoom in here maybe, but I don't think we get to see much. This right here is kind of just like a panel, and I think if I try to go and like edit the game file stuff, it only has one tile set called The Only One. Also, I may not have even modded it right, and I didn't even include all the files. I don't know, it's a process. But look at this, there's a whole database. And I remember in the beginning of the game, if you watched my playthrough, I clicked escape, and it showed this. It showed skills, items, weapons, and armors. And that's because I think that's what comes with the game, or this RPG maker. So when you're making a game, it comes with all of these elements. Like there's a system for fire, ice, all that stuff. So people could have been looking in the game files and were like, when do we get the weapons and the daggers and the flails? But it just comes with this RPG maker. So I found this, which is all of the events in the game. You know, there's like, how many days are there? Like 6, 7 days in the game. So we're gonna be going through and trying to see all of these days in which all of the events happen. So look at how cool this is. In the beginning, it says if days clicks 9, plays money, notification. There's like all of these variables for mood and all this stuff. At the day start, it removes the food and mood by 25 every time. And then there's end day, which controls like a lot. But yeah, there's only ever 7 days. So there's never like, oh, we just have to find a secret. And then if we find the secret, we can go on to day 8. There is no day 8. That was the thing, is I thought that if we found game files and if we modified the game in some sort of way or found some sort of secret, that there would be some more content that we would find. But we are literally looking at the game files and there is no other things. We can even go here. Here's the fridge. This is the entire fridge code where you click on, like right here. And it makes sense now that you read it. Like when candy is 1,000 or something like that. If gold is less than 1,000, play wrong SFX, which is literally just this sound. That's it. It plays that sound, and then it says not enough money. Very simple. It's like, this is cool. You can like see how games are made. And then it does that for every single thing. So like a lot of time and effort goes into coding all that stuff. If you want pie, it does the same thing. If you want cake, it does the same thing all the way down. But then you have the nausea thing, the thing where if you wanted to feed him a little bit more. So if you want to overfeed him, it says right here that if you give him enough food, it'll play Harvey Uncomfortable, his picture. And then it'll go over here and just go, it'll go like, babe, I'm already full, but I guess one more wouldn't hurt. And that's an awful impression. Yeah, but then look, you can see, I don't think I can't eat more. And then he like vomits and it plays all of that. That's the thing I'm trying to make a point of, is that there's nothing that shows a saving ending. And I really thought that there was gonna be a saving ending. But I mean, what if it's like hidden behind some sort of an encryption or something? It's almost like you don't want to believe that it's not possible. Here, let's look through literally every single picture in the game. Right here is the bad ending. Right here this is just what plays when you don't feed him or keep his mood up. He just dies. It's like we literally did that. This is the worst ending. Or is it though? I don't know. What's worse? Keeping him alive so that you can torture him to make money, or not feeding him so he dies of starvation? You know, it's I feel like it's bad either way. The next image is literally just a baseball. And then it's the background of the baseball. It's him holding the bat, swinging, hit, miss. The images of the previous game, the glass, the command prompt, which is really cool. I think it goes through and it shows this. I tried to delete this in the main video. Like if you deleted your system files of the game, not my actual computer system files, but if I tried to delete the game's files, it didn't do anything. I basically just broke the game. We have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then there's no day after that. It goes straight into Unme. We have Toby visiting. We have the iconic emu. And then we have the normal ending here, the true ending. Unme is on the floor contemplating what she has done, because I feel and like this story is so good and the voice actors are so good. They just display this like pain. Like Harvey is just so much in pain and he is in distress and he's looking at the love of his life, who he thought the love of his life he could trust, and she betrays him. And the weird thing is like she kind of just shows no emotion in that. She really only cares when she gets caught. She doesn't really care about him. She's kind of upset, like, oh no, what is going on with my whole project here? Because you would never put anybody you'd love in danger, you know? And she subjected him to that for like days and days. And then I don't know what this is. Imagine if this was a secret somehow. I don't know. It just looks like a lot of mumbo jumbo here. And then you have Harvey. You can see every single image, and oh, this one is the worst one. This one is just pure sadness. This one you look at and he's just like, he's lost it all. You know, I didn't know how it was gonna be topped, the first game of Bloodmoney, because you really get to feel the anguish of Harvey, and he's sitting in that booth just wondering if you will stop, if you will care about him enough to stop. And it's weird because you can't stop. The only way to stop is to close the game. But why would you close the game, you know? And it's kind of like, this is worse. He sees the love of his life do all that to him, and she doesn't care. Or, you know, she's just lying, which is like worse to him. Ooh, and that image, it's just, you can see so much emotion in the face. The art is just so good. The one thing that somebody pointed out, which is like really sad as well, it's the wedding ring. He lifts his hand up and puts his hand out, and that's when you're ending the day, and he's like, hey, like you're really gonna try to take me out, right? It's the symbolic imagery right here. The cutting of his hand, but with the image of his ring is like, hey, this is supposed to be the symbol that you love me and you trust me, that you're here with me. Oh, it's awful. And then right there, oh, so sad. And then it gets to this, you know, oh man, this actually might be the worst one. Because this one, he's truly just done for. This is like the worst he's ever, because I think this is the last day. Yeah, because see, he still has some of his like pink and like color left in him. But then when you go over here, oof, it is just so like dull. The little tear dripping down as well. Look at the contrast of like that to that, the difference. All right, so this is also the next thing as well, is we were listening to this in the main playthrough, but if you're kind of like, you know, just coming through trying to see if things are possible, this is actually the biggest development. The thing that I thought we would have to like search the files for is that once you beat the game, this file shows up and plays this.
If you're listening to this, I'm already dead. Joy Unmi is a monster. She's been keeping me inside a program, abusing me, gaslighting me. She betrayed me. She stole everything from me. My son, my life, my happiness. You can't let her get away with this.
And we are given this task, right?
This is my final message to the world. Goodbye.
Again, the voice acting is so good. But he gives us this task of trying to stop her. How do we stop her? I noticed this when we were doing our main playthrough, is that I don't know if this is a test thing or not, but it's this line right here.
5 Michelin star establishment, which means it is very good.
And the funny thing is that there is no such thing as a 5 Michelin star establishment. It only goes up to 3. So I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything. I think every single voice actor in this was
a 5 Michelin star establishment, which means it is very good.
That's the announcer. Also, why does the announcer sound so depressed? It's like, hey, you're going to a 5 Michelin star establishment. You know what that means? And they're like,
A 5
Michelin star establishment,
which means it is very good.
I don't know what this is supposed to mean. See, same thing with Unmi's voice actor.
A 5 Michelin star establishment, which means it is very good.
Like, she also sounds like angry. And then Harvey.
5 Michelin star establishment, which means it's very good.
Why are they so upset? See, this is the thing I'm wondering. Is like this the sort of thing that they would do to test the audio in the game? And this is just a line they do, but why do they have to do it upset? They could have been like, a 5 Michelin star establishment. You know, like they could have been happy. Is this part of the puzzle? Is there even a puzzle? I don't even know. Do I sound crazy? Am I crazy to you right now? You want to see something funny? There are 12 squeaks in the game. Listen. So there's... You have to listen to each one of these. Oh my gosh. Yep, that is perfect. You know, it's really cool to see like game development and the fact that every single instance of the voice line has kind of like multiples and stuff. Like you have like these intros, these squeaks, rejections, nausea. I mean, you could even see here another confirmation that this is the last day. This is the last line to play, and it is the glitchy line, which is this. And then, boom, gone. Man, I wonder if there even is a puzzle at all, or if this is just kind of a setup for the next game, you know, where we're not supposed to forget about Harvey. We're supposed to like try to somehow save him. And then it feels like there's iterations. We tried Bloodmoney. Bloodmoney was the surface level. Now we're going into Human Expenditure Program, which is his simulation. Is there a third game where we have to save him from the simulation? I don't know. There's also this golden line.
Mom, I threw up.
Toby just says, Mom, I threw up. Man, I don't know if we can save you, buddy. I don't know what to do. Oh, look, because I got so far. Yeah, it just is permanently impossible. Yep, I think even recently the developer tweeted, since the voice actor of Harvey was playing the game and came across this, so if we like click to free Harvey, what will happen? Because the voice actor only did the truth ending. And he said, absolutely nothing. Unwinnable endurance minigame. He also tweeted this though, the Environmental Stability Organization is undergoing major restructuring starting today. Please stay tuned for further announcements. What does that even mean? What? Someone listen to this. I wonder if this game is a sequel to another game. I just can't finger point it. Oh, this is actually really important too. Somebody was asking if the simulation, his body was in the real world and his mind was in the simulation. And it says his body was in the simulation. It's not just his mind or consciousness. So he's just in there. Ah, that's why he could really feel it. He was literally just transported into the game. So if it's impossible to save Harvey, I feel like the only solution would be to mod it, right? I mean, we have to come up with a mod somehow, but it feels like that would take a while. Like I would probably have to get somebody to like draw us saving Harvey and some dialogue or something, right? Because we need to save him. So maybe you guys in the comments can come up with like your best story idea. Like what would happen? Maybe the way we would do it is we would try to save Harvey. Maybe it was possible. We save it, all of a sudden the eyes disappear and it unlocks like I don't know. We were trying to think of something before, like a key or something, right? And we can use it to kind of like stop the simulation. But would it involve on me, or would it be like us, the player, are like stepping in to save him? He'd be like, who are you? You're not on me. I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of story. And you're probably thinking of it right now. You're like, oh, the way it could go is this and this and this. So, hey, leave your coolest story idea for like a saving ending down in the comments. And if you're reading them, make sure to put a like on somebody's story that you like. But hey, I think that's it. We looked through the game files today. We looked through every picture file. We looked through the audio files. We saw the ending, the death ending where we didn't feed him. We saw the ending where Unmi was just left there after he deletes himself. And those are the only two endings. And we even proved it by going into the game maker itself and proving that there's only 7 days. That's it. It literally is day 7 ending. There's only one. You could either end the game normally or end the game by not feeding him. Yeah, right here. Day 7 ending or death ending. The only two. So, I think that's it. Hopefully I made you smile here today. It's kind of a journey we're going on together. Just hanging out, looking at this game. It's so cool. The universe, the story, the just kind of like, it draws you in, you know? But yeah, hopefully I made you smile. That's all I want to do every single day. If you're ever having a bad day, look up your boy dakblake. We can play some games together and I can cheer you up once more. It feels bad, like I'm just staring. Harvey looks like he's like, what's going on right now? If you're new, try to subscribe with your cheekbone right here. Can you do it? If you somehow manage to subscribe, I welcome you to the Dak Pack as we get closer and closer to 4 million subscribers. Like I always say, I thank God every day that I'm able to do things like this, whether it's playing new games or modding things or just kind of hanging out, testing out some things. I want to make you smile in every single episode, so hopefully I can do that in the next one. I'll see you there. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace out, my dudes.